Welcome to our channel, Bravo News. The rumors that started it all. The warm Missouri sunset washed the sprawling McBee Ranch in shades of amber, but despite the picturesque beauty, tension was brewing thicker than the humid August air. The McBee dynasty, once hailed as the American dream turned reality TV sensation, was now unraveling at the seams. Galyna Saltkowska, the Ukrainian-born beauty who stormed into the McBee family's world like a firecracker, had always been polarizing among fans. Her stunning looks, bold personality, and undeniable connection with Steve Sr. made her a breakout star. But behind the glamorous facade, whispers had been circulating for months. Whispers of legal trouble, secret pasts, and explosive arguments that cameras never caught. And now, the whispers had turned into a full-blown scandal. It all started when a local Springfield news outlet broke the story late one Friday night. Breaking, McBee Dynasty star Galyna Saltkowska has been arrested twice in a shocking turn of events. Sources close to the family confirmed that tensions inside the McBee household have reached a breaking point. The report didn't give much detail, but it was enough to ignite chaos. Within minutes, fans flooded social media, demanding answers. 2 arrests, one Twitter user wrote. Galyna's always been shady. I knew something was off, posted another. The McBee brothers, Jesse, Stephen Jr., Braden, and Cole, stayed silent. But Steve Sr., the family patriarch, was spotted storming into his office on the ranch, slamming the door behind him. Those who worked closely with the family said he looked like a man about to explode. Nobody knew the full story yet, but by the next morning, the pieces of Galyna's secret past and the details behind both arrests would come crashing into the spotlight. The first arrest. A secret from the past. The first arrest dated almost 4 years, long before Galyna became a fixture in the McBee family household, long before the cameras, the fame, and the chaos. According to sealed court documents, Galyna had been involved in a heated altercation at an upscale wine bar in St. Louis. Witnesses claimed the incident began innocently, a night out with friends, but quickly escalated when Galyna got into an argument with another woman over a man. She was furious, one eyewitness later told investigators. I've never seen someone that angry. One second she was laughing, and the next she was screaming. Security footage captured the confrontation, which spiraled into a physical fight. Broken glasses, toppled chairs, screams echoing through the bar. By the time police arrived, Galyna and the other woman were both bruised and furious, and Galyna was led away in handcuffs. But here's where it got interesting. Instead of fighting the charges, Galyna quietly took a plea deal. Court records show she paid a hefty fine and completed an anger management course. The incident was kept under wraps. Until now. Steve Sr. allegedly knew about the arrest before Galyna ever appeared on McBee Dynasty, but he kept the secret from his sons. That decision would come back to haunt him in ways he couldn't imagine. The second arrest. Caught on camera. If the first arrest had been a skeleton in Galyna's closet, the second one was a ticking bonfire, and this time there was no hiding it. It happened just 2 months ago. During a family dinner at the McBee Ranch, tensions between Galyna and Jesse's fiancé, Ali Ventresca, reached a boiling point. What started as a subtle exchange of icy stares and sarcastic remarks turned into a full-blown screaming match. You've been using this family for fame, Ali allegedly shouted across the table. At least I'm not pretending to be someone I'm not, Galyna fired back, slamming her wine glass down. The cameras were rolling, but what happened next was so shocking that Bravo producers initially considered cutting the footage entirely. Galyna stormed out of the dining room, grabbed her purse, and sped off the property. Moments later, she was pulled over on Highway 65 by local law enforcement for reckless driving and allegedly driving under the influence. The arrest report stated that Galyna refused a breathalyzer, leading to an automatic overnight hold at the Greene County Jail. The mugshot, red-eyed, makeup-smeared, defiant, went viral within hours. This time, there was no hiding. No plea deal could make the footage disappear. The scandal had detonated in real time, and the entire McBee family was left scrambling. The family divides. The aftermath of the revelations split the McBee family down the middle. Steve Sr. remained fiercely protective of Galyna, insisting that the media had twisted the facts and that she was the victim of unfair scrutiny. But his sons weren't buying it. "She lied to us all," Jesse fumed during a confessional interview for the show. "First the bar fight, now the DUI. How many secrets does she have?" Stephen Jr. was equally frustrated, but for different reasons. "This isn't just about Galyna," he explained. "This is about trust. My dad kept this from us, and now the whole world knows before we do." Behind closed doors, explosive arguments between the brothers erupted daily. Brayden, always the peacemaker, tried to calm everyone down. "Look, she made mistakes, okay? We all have. But if we keep fighting like this, we're going to destroy this family ourselves." But Cole, the youngest and most hot-tempered McBee, wasn't having it. "She's tearing us apart, Brayden. First Dad, now Jesse and Allie, and next it'll be us. Either she goes or I do." The cameras captured it all, and Bravo executives, sensing a ratings goldmine, leaned in hard. Bravo's secret strategy. Behind the scenes, Bravo producers were in overdrive. Galyna's scandal had the potential to either make or break McBee Dynasty. After months of modest ratings, the series was suddenly trending on every major entertainment outlet. The network saw dollar signs, but they also saw risk. One leaked email from an executive read, "We need Galyna front and center for this season. Do not cut the arrest footage. Lean into the drama." But another internal memo suggested a different strategy entirely. "If her legal troubles escalate, we may need to suspend her from filming. Evaluate liability exposure ASAP." Fans were divided. Some demanded Bravo fire Galyna immediately, while others argued that she was the show. Without her fiery personality and unpredictable antics, many believed the series would lose its spark. And if Bravo thought the drama was at its peak, they were wrong, because Galyna wasn't done talking. Galyna speaks out. 2 weeks after the second arrest, Galyna sat down for an exclusive interview, not with Bravo, but with a rival network determined to break the story wide open. Looking poised, yet visibly emotional, Galyna told her side of the story. "Yes, I made mistakes," she admitted, wiping away tears, "but I'm not the villain they're making me out to be. That night, I wasn't drunk, I wasn't reckless. I was hurt, I was humiliated. I left the ranch because I couldn't handle the fighting anymore." When asked about the first arrest, Galyna hesitated before finally saying, "That was a terrible night. I was young, angry, and heartbroken. I've changed since then, but people want to hold my past against me forever." Her interview sent shockwaves across social media. While some viewers sympathized, others accused her of playing the victim. The backlash grew so intense that Galyna temporarily deleted her Instagram account after receiving thousands of hate-filled messages. But one thing became clear-cut. Galyna wasn't leaving the McBee world quietly. The final showdown. As filming for the season finale approached, tensions on the ranch reached an all-time high. Bravo staged a family intervention, forcing Steve Sr., his sons, Allie, and Galyna to sit down in the same room for the first time since the arrest. The confrontation was explosive. "You've lied to us over and over," Jesse shouted across the table. "I lied because I was scared," Galyna screamed back. "I didn't want you to see me as a failure." Steve Sr. finally slammed his fist on the table, his voice trembling. "Enough. This family has been through hell, and I won't let it fall apart over this. We either figure this out or we lose everything: the ranch, the show, each other." The silence that followed was deafening. Whether the McBees would forgive Galyna remains uncertain, but one thing was undeniable. This scandal had changed everything. What comes next? As Season 3 of McBee Dynasty prepares to premiere, Bravo has teased the upcoming drama with a tagline that has fans buzzing. "Secrets, lies, arrests. The McBees will never be the same." Galyna's future on the show hangs by a thread. Insiders say producers are considering giving her a redemption arc, but only if she can stay out of trouble. Meanwhile, Jesse and Allie's wedding plans are on shaky ground. Stephen Jr. is questioning his loyalty to the family, and Steve Sr. is fighting to keep both his ranch and his family intact. For viewers, one thing is certain. This isn't just a TV show anymore. It's real life, and the drama is far from over.
Life inside the Greene County Jail. While most people assumed Galyna spent one night in jail and walked free, the truth was far messier. The leaked documents revealed that after her second arrest, Galyna actually spent 3 nights in the Greene County Jail because she refused to post bail. According to sources close to the case, she, quote, wanted to make a point and claimed she was being targeted by law enforcement for being famous. Former inmates who spent time in the same holding block gave shocking accounts of Galyna's behavior behind bars. She walked in wearing designer heels like she was walking a runway, one inmate told Springfield Insider. She kept saying, "This is ridiculous. I don't belong here." But she made friends fast. By the second day, everyone called her Hollywood. According to another source, Galyna clashed with a fellow inmate who mocked her reality TV career. Guards reportedly had to intervene when the argument escalated. And then came the kicker. Galyna allegedly called Bravo executives directly from jail, demanding they send legal support. "If you don't help me, I'll walk off the show," she reportedly threatened. Bravo's legal team quietly stepped in to negotiate her release, but the scandal had already spiraled out of control. Leaked court documents turn everything upside down. Just when fans thought they had all the details, an anonymous source dropped a bombshell. Galyna's full arrest reports and sealed court documents were leaked to a gossip blog known for exposing reality TV secrets. The 38-page document revealed shocking new information about both arrests, details even the McBee family didn't know. The leak confirmed that during the first arrest in St. Louis, Galyna wasn't just involved in a bar fight. She was charged with aggravated assault after allegedly throwing a wine bottle at the other woman. Though the charges were later reduced, the report described her as highly agitated, combative, and resistant toward officers. Even worse, the document from the second arrest on Highway 65 included body cam footage. The video, now circulating online, showed Galyna slurring her words and refusing to get out of the car. At one point, she yelled at the officer, "Do you even know who I am? I'm on TV. This is going to ruin everything." Fans went wild. Within hours, hashtags like #GalynaGate and #FreeGalyna were trending. Steve Sr. was furious about the leak. Behind closed doors, he accused Bravo producers of planting the documents to boost ratings. Bravo, of course, denied it. But some insiders whispered that a certain rival network may have paid to have the files mysteriously surface. For the McBee family, however, the damage was already done. Bravo's secret replacement plan. While the world debated Galyna's guilt or innocence, Bravo executives were quietly preparing for the unthinkable, replacing her on the show. Internal production emails obtained by Reality T Confidential showed that Bravo had compiled a short list of potential new cast members in case Galyna was dropped. Among the names were Samantha Holt, a glamorous Dallas socialite with ties to the McBee ranching empire, Madeline Cross, a former beauty queen who briefly dated Stephen Jr., and Rachel McAdams, not the actress, a Missouri-based equestrian influencer with a massive Instagram following. One email from a senior producer read, "If Galyna can't stabilize her image, we need a plan B. We can't have her dragging down the season." When Galyna found out about the replacement talks, she lost it. Sources claim she confronted Steve Sr. in a fiery blowout. "Galyna, you're supposed to protect me." Steve Sr., "I can't protect you from yourself, Galyna. You did this." Rumors spread that Galyna even considered leaving the show entirely and negotiating her own spin-off with another network. But Bravo had her locked into a contract, and they weren't letting go that easily. A family at war. By now, the McBee family was fractured beyond recognition. Jesse and Allie, already dealing with stress, were barely speaking to Steve Sr. Stephen Jr. moved out of the main ranch house entirely, saying he needed space. Braden, usually Switzerland in family conflicts, broke down in tears during a filmed confessional. I don't even recognize my family anymore. Everything used to be about building something together, but now it's just secrets, lies, and cameras. Cole, meanwhile, doubled down on his stance that Galyna was the root of all chaos. He went so far as to publicly like an Instagram comment from a fan saying, "Kick Galyna off the ranch." Steve Sr., caught between his loyalty to Galyna and his sons, felt the walls closing in. Privately, he confided to a close friend, "I love her, but she's tearing us apart. I don't know how much longer we can survive this." But the family wasn't the only one suffering. Fans took sides. The scandal turned McBee Dynasty fans against each other in a way Bravo had never seen before. One camp, the self-proclaimed Team Galyna, defended her fiercely, arguing she was being unfairly targeted and edited to look worse than she was. Bravo is exploiting her. She's human. Everyone makes mistakes, one fan tweeted. But the opposing team, Team McBee Sons, argued that Galyna was toxic for the family and needed to go. "She's dragging the whole dynasty down for fame," another wrote. Fan accounts began circulating petitions, some demanding Bravo fire Galyna immediately, others begging them to renew her contract and feature her redemption arc. The split was so intense that producers worried the scandal could permanently divide the show's audience. But behind closed doors, Bravo was already betting that chaos meant ratings, and ratings meant renewal. The jailhouse interview. Just when the frenzy was starting to cool down, Galyna shocked everyone by agreeing to an exclusive sit-down interview from inside the Greene County Jail, filmed while she was still awaiting her bond hearing. In the raw, emotional footage, Galyna looked straight into the camera, her voice trembling but firm. "I know what people are saying about me, that I'm crazy, that I'm dangerous, that I'm a liar, but here's the truth. I'm a survivor. I came to this country with nothing, and I fought for everything I have. If you think 2 arrests define me, you're wrong. Watch me rise." The interview aired in a Bravo primetime special and pulled in the highest ratings in the show's history. Fans were glued to their screens, and hashtag Galyna Speaks trended globally within minutes. Galyna had turned her lowest moment into a power move, and Bravo was eating it up. The season finale shocker. When the season finale of McBee Dynasty aired, Bravo delivered a twist nobody saw coming. In the last 5 minutes, cameras caught Steve Sr. in a private conversation with Jesse and Stephen Jr. in the ranch office. Steve Sr., voice heavy with emotion, finally said the words nobody expected. "I think it's time we let Galyna go." The episode ended on a cliffhanger, cutting to black as Galyna walked into the room, smiling, completely unaware of the conversation that had just happened. Fans erupted online. What would happen next? Would Steve Sr. actually choose his sons over Galyna, or would he double down and risk losing his family entirely? What's next for Galyna? While Bravo remains tight-lipped about next season, insiders claim producers are already negotiating her return, but under strict conditions. If she agrees to complete a full rehab and anger management program, stay out of legal trouble, allow Bravo full creative control of her storyline, she could remain the centerpiece of McBee Dynasty. But there's a twist. If Galyna refuses, Bravo is reportedly preparing to greenlight a spin-off series starring Jesse, Allie, and Stephen Jr., effectively cutting her out of the picture. The stakes are never higher for Galyna, the McBees, and the entire future of the franchise. Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe to our channel for regular updates.